Okay, so day 64, I guess, and start to review the progress so far on the notification. So the backend integration is almost done, meaning that this ticket 609, where let me see, open it, where FCM, meaning Firebase Cloud Messaging, is configuring the Flutter app. Tokens are registered. I'm not sure I'll refresh, but we shall see. Firebase function send SCM and support reply, not yet done. And infrastructure follow me has been done. So already used quite a bit of code so far today. So might run out of tokens, but meanwhile, let's try to ask code. Okay, and I've done some cool stuff, like a script that checks the PR and auto merges when the build is ready, which is very cool. But, let's move on with the real work, which is can you check issue? So I've integrated Claude with GitHub projects as well, in addition of GitHub itself. So I can tell, can you check issue 609? Let me resize. When you resize is doing this dumb stuff of scrolling back randomly. It's a problem of Claude code. Not a big problem, but a bit annoying. Can you check issue 609? I think we miss this. So we will go pull the issue, check the issue, check the code, and see that the integration is missing. Otherwise, if it doesn't do that, it doesn't understand, I will help. I can help. You're absolutely right. Looking at issue 609, we are missing a critical piece. FCM configure in Flutter app, okay. FCM token register and refresh. Infrastructure changes in Palomi. Firebase function sends FCM and replies when support replies. Yep. So we have, what is he doing? We set up all the FCM Firebase Cloud messaging infrastructure. My name is, I don't know where I'm reading because it's called, perhaps it was there, yeah. But we never implemented the actual notification. Let me remove this in the screen. When the support agents reply, let me check the Firebase function support, let's send support message. That's it, that's correct function, cool. I see the issue now. Send support message TS only handles user messages to support. Let me check the branching thing. So we are on main, everything is pulled and fetched. We don't have any local branches, so we don't have any uncommitted files. Okay, that's a good way to start. Um, There is no function to handle support replies back to the user that would send the FCM notification. We are missing the reverse direction. When support replies in Slack, we need a function that receives the Slack webhook message, stores the reply in Firestore, and send also. This missing step is this one. Send FCM notification to the user. Let me check if there is a Slack webhook handler. Found it. That's a missing piece. In Slack webhook TS line 166, there is a comment. Send FCM notification to the user. This would require implementing the push notification logic. Correct. So the Slack webhook receives support replies and stores them in Firestore, but it's not sending the FCM notification. This is that it was missing. Okay. what we need to implement, add FCM notification sending logic to Slack webhook, get the user FCM token. How do you do that? From the app, right? I'm not sure. Send a notification when support replies and the FCM errors correctly. Yes. First branch of main, which is already up to date. Okay. Checkout main. Yeah, okay, I didn't tell you checkout. That's fair enough. It's already updated. Anyway, pooling, fine. Yep. Now you can branch off. Okay, we dedicate GitHub issue 609. Is that the right issue? Yes. 609. What's next? Create a branch. Check existing FCM token. I don't see any FCM token handy in the support DAO. Please let me check the type definitions. There is no handling in the DAOs, isn't it? I don't see an FCM token handling in the existing DAO. Let me check if there is an FCM related services or we need to add to it. Let me see what packages are available. Okay, as you can see, Firebase admin is available, which includes the FCM messaging capabilities. Let me implement the FCM notification functionality. First, I need to add FCM token handling to the user data structure. Create FCM services for sending notification. Integrate it in the Slack webhook. Let me start by updating support user data interface. Okay. Add FCM token. Now let me add the FCM token handling to the support DAO. Okay. Let me create an FCM notification service. I will create it in the service directory. Okay. Ooh, that's big. No, it's not that big. FCM TS. Okay. We go payload, title body data, FCM result, and we got let me put it, messaging, get messaging. Is this a local function or what? Is it imported? Yeah. Okay. Message FCM token. Where's it come from? Oh, from here. Notification. Payload, Android, notification, support notification. Priority high. Sent. Okay, and then a bridged message, maximum 100 character. Okay, we'll see how it comes out, then we'll change if necessary. Let me integrate the FCM notification in the Slack webhook. We'll replace the to-do comments with the actual FCM sending logic. Let me replace the to-do comment with the actual FCM notification logic. Okay. That's a lot to be be done in line without a method. Let's accept it for now. We need to create a new way for the Flutter app to register FCM, a way for the Flutter app to register FCM tokens. Oops. Let me create a handler for FCM token registration. Oh, so it's a new function. Oh God. So we'll have to be careful about this. So because the app will call this method to save the token because only the app has the token. Okay, so it looks like this is in the right place. Because it will be in the user data. We'll check in Firestore afterwards. I would need to export a new function in the index.ts, correct? So it can be deployed. I will check that. Try a build. Let's also do the build commit. We have to do what is called Flutter. No, update it. Analyze. Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay, that looks good. So it looks like there is a few things we could be updating, but not now. Okay. Let him commit. Yep. Let's push. And it's creating a PR. And now we have the fantastic new code, which is in Node scripts, which is npm run auto merge and the number, the PR number. The PR number being the next after this, so 6 to 7. So if I do that now, 6 to 7 doesn't exist yet, I will get an error. Okay, perfect. But then this will do the auto merging once the PR actually exists. So let him create the PR. And now we can rerun this. Don't know if it's already created or not. We can try. Apparently not. And now, not. Do we have a PR open? Not yet. Okay, that's why. What's left? Updating the Flutter app. Ah, yes. The backend infrastructure is completed. We had no way to check though. It feels bittersweet because yes, completely. But how can we check if the Flutter app doesn't call? Uh, is the PR created? Ah, because it's created in budget web. That's why we couldn't find the PR. And this is no. there. It's already built. I know it failed. Okay. See why it failed. Because that function was too complex. Unexpected any. This is um, comment from. Ah, okay, so let's start with. We're looking at the wrong project. Okay. Oops. Let's start with the npm run format. Okay. That should solve a couple of issues, maybe all of them. So let's do a git commit and push. Because here the pipeline is fast, it's a Flutter app pipeline is slow, so we can just run it. Okay, it's running. Okay, let's wait for it. In the meantime, let's go back to reading this. Okay, but if how can we check if it works if the app does not push the tokens? I guess for how they split the tickets, we have to say this is done and move to the next and revisit if the whole thing doesn't work, maybe. But let's try to put the. Okay, we got something. Manual registration immediately. We can manually register FPM token, simulated Flutter app. What's he doing? Unit integration test, best approach, get the test without needing a real token. Okay, that's I agree with that. The problem is that we have to first fix the other issues. One with any. Write the test, then add the simple Flutter integration. I think we'll opt with going on with the real integration from app side. Anyway, first we have to fix a couple of small issues. Okay, where the first is this easy. Let's get that. My dog wants to go out. Okay. Let me do the banding. Okay. So what's doing splitting the line? Okay, no problem. Then the other one is the anything must use unknown instead if you really don't know. Okay, run lint. That should fail. No. It fails, but not for the reason I thought. What? No, it just didn't call lint, man. Did you? No, 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 no. What are you doing? Follow what I tell you. It makes it worse. I removes the. It is doing rejects to throw. No, 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 no. Hold on. Okay, you got the proper type. Right, that was not so correct, I think. Maybe it was. I'll see. Oh, let's see the linted issues first. Okay, let me check what's happening. Git commit and push. Let's see npm run lint. Oh my god, Marshmallow, stop. Um, npm run lint, is that what it did? From here, what? Functions. Yeah, so that's the linting issues in the token. Some are just format, npm run format. Let's try again. Yeah, that's unexpected any. No, a big issue, man. I'll give you one at a time so you're not overwhelmed. Okay. Now it's doing that change. Yeah. This is just formatting, or what is it doing? As the type instead of as any. Okay, that's why. And the rest is formatting. It's not the chaining. Ooh, we are using tokens like crazy, I think. Let's see. Yeah, if we finish, I will have a lunch break. As any gone away. Another one. All right. Lint. Okay. Parsing error. Wait a second, let's have a check. Okay. PM run lint. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, lint. Parsing error. Line 97. Let's have a look. Let's register the SM token, not the test, right? No, test, the test. That one, line 97. There you go. Expected two arguments, but got one. Yeah, of course, because all this expects needs two arguments. Actual and what? Actual and expected, but I don't see. I can't read this easily. Message. Okay, let's have a look. What is Claude says? Removes the awkward parentheses. I didn't notice that. On line 97, because we are looking at a different problem. It was down there, but all the rest, there's a lot of other problems now. Okay. Mhm. Don't know if we can run formal with errors. Right. Did that went to right? No, so like that still, I don't understand. Uh, yeah, but there is all the other issues. If you do a build, perhaps this come out. The linting is okay, but the build will fail. Let's see if that's the case. No, 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 no. No. Let me see. Web, npm run build. That works. npm run test. Mm-mm. Run the tests first. I wonder the error that I got are not quite the same as I expected. Not sure yet. Let's see. No, actually, sorry. Let's feed this new problem. Let's start with this. Don't know why these errors don't come out during the build. Mhm. Tell no again, and let's feed the second error. It says HTTPST. Alright. There's a different signature that we are testing. Let me check the actual signature and fix the test. I see register FCM token on call function with only a request parameter and not request and response. Error must be coming from TypeScript not understanding the more function properly. I'm not sure about that. Wait, this was an error in register FSM token, yeah. Don't think they will help. We should be out of steam pretty soon, I think. I think wait a second for that. Let's fix the other issues before running a test. Let's see this. Plug this in. Uh, that makes a lot of more sense. So we test only the logic part. Maybe that will solve everything. Let's see. Looking better, looking better. No. Let's start with an npm run lint. Okay. That's formatting, npm run format, npm run lint. Oops. All right, so that's the import. Let me fix that. npm run lint again. Looks good, but in reality, we still have one problem. Okay. Date is missing property from timestamp. Yeah, the same problem as before. He has to use timestamp, not date. Easy fix. Timestamp now, I think. Let's see. Yeah, timestamp now, correct. Hmm. All right, let's check my dog barking. Using timestamp instead of date. Run the test. Yes, I think now it all looks good. Which is, what is this? What is this? Nothing. All looks good. Okay. So let's run the test. Most tests are passing now, but one is failing because it's checking the error code invalid argument by getting the error message valid FCM token required, which is fine. Same thing, yeah. Tester should check for HTTP error code, not the message. Let me fix that. It's fixing the message. Not sure. Run the test again. All tester, let me commit. Yep. So this should trigger a build because we have a PR open. I have to push, yeah. So this should trigger a build because we have a PR open. Anytime soon. Reloading the page, not yet. Reloading the page. Yes, that's a build. Okay. So now we have, the awesome script only works for, huh, ah, the awesome script we wrote at AutoMerge works only for budget repo, isn't it? Or doesn't it? Mm. It would be nice to make it configurable. You're absolutely right. The automated script is currently hard-coded to work only with a budget repo. Looking at the script, there's a coded URL with a timeout message. Yep. And is that design needed to work with a specific repository structure and workflow? No, I don't. No, it's okay. Um, I think let's keep it because the point of having the script is because the Flutter build is slow, so I can trigger a build just before sleeping and have it auto merge without me checking if the test pass. But in this case, 1 minute of test, I don't need that. So now we can review and merge and deploy. I think let's leave all as is because Flutter tests are slow, but web tests are fast. So this is neat, but not needed. Okay. So the other thing is the review. Let's say, can you carefully review the PR and suggest if any changes need to be done? But it's like asking the developer who wrote the code to review its own code. Yes, can work a bit, but not much. So let's have a look. These are the tests. This is the function to register the token. Yeah, that would be a red flag for me. A bit too much. Okay, and this is the support data. But we go along with it. Let's see what it look in the PR. Haven't we finished the token yet? Haven't we? Yeah, the status passed. We can merge it. Okay, let's merge it and we can check when we push the token from Flutter if it all works. When will be the token sent? Conversation, merge, or marshmallow. Okay, here to delete the branch manually. It's trying to schedule automatically, but I kind of didn't manage to do it. It works in the other project. I'm not sure why. It seems like you need a paid subscription to do it. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't not a big deal. So now it's merged. We need to deploy. Oh, already done. Let's do the deployment. Git checkout main, git pull, git fetch all. Git delete the branch, git branch, git status. Fantastic. Up, also good. Status pull, git fetch all. Yeah, I always done that before. Okay, no problem. Regarding the FCM token would be sent from Flutter based on the FCM setup implemented earlier. The token should send up startup. Okay. Yeah. Yep. In FCM, so it doesn't it generates a token, but it doesn't save them in the backend. It looks good. Yeah, so let's start to deploy the functions. npm run deploy because we need a new function. Going to close the door. Marshmallow, why you go in and out all the time? Okay, deployment is in progress. That's fantastic. This will take a while, but we can go on with this in the meantime. Okay, so let's say now let's go keep working towards the plan. Can we then close issue 609? And is this uh, task you just outlined part of 6110 or 6111? I think it's both, but we'll start with 6110. If it's both, start with 6110 and move it to in progress. All right. Let's have a look at those tickets. Okay. And we go 1 hour and a half. Maybe we'll hit the limit now. Still thinking, eh? But this, it says it's gonna exceed the limit in 10 minutes plus 20 minutes, 15 minutes. But I guess it will be before that. But we don't know. Let's resets at 4 p.m. Okay. Now it's 2:30 more or less. And this is not progressing, eh? Hmm. Is there some kind of timeout, or will go there saying transpiling forever? This random funny comments. And there you have the dilemma. Should I wait another 30 seconds? Should I kill it now? If I type escape, it will stop. Marshmallow. I'm not going to open the door now. I will press escape in 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 8. Ah, escape. Okay. So let's ask only one question. Is issue 609 then complete? If yes, close or move it to done. I don't know if there is a move to done and close. That's two different things. Let's see now. Smaller request. All right, that works. Okay, yes. Okay. Yep. So it's gonna move that to done, I think. What's happening? Not moving yet. Okay. Went here and done. Okay, cool. So now that's done. Okay. So this what I'm gonna say, integration Flutter sending the token that we just discussed. Is it part of 610 or 611? If it's both, let's start working on 610. I think it's both. I'm pretty sure. Viewing the issues. Okay, it's foundational for both. Yeah. So starts with 601, 610, yeah. 610, 610. Yes, Marshmallow. Oh, okay. Now it says approaching 5-hour limits. Okay. Should I start implementing the FCM registration? Let's see what it did. Yeah. All right. Move that to in progress. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Create a new branch first and start work. We do only the FCM token registration, this branch. Okay, checkout main is already pulled, is already checked out. Token registration, perfect. The branch is exactly what I want it to be. Yep. The to-do looks perfect. Now it's triggered the auto compact. Perfect. I can see there is already a to-do comment in the FCM service where I need to implement the backend call. Let me implement the register FCM token cloud function call. First, I need to check if Firebase function is already set up in the project. Yes, I think I I'm not 100% sure because it was for the web, not sure for Flutter. Maybe yes. Yes, we already use, yeah, for sending messages to Slack. But now it's compacting conversation. Okay, it's okay. We have to wait. Just fixing the post-its now while we wait. Okay. Compacting. Blank screen. All right. And now, what if the compacting is got the memory gap? I say, oh, what the fuck we really doing? Yes. Yeah, I forgot everything. So let's get this comment. It's saying I, but I think it will understand that I mean you. Okay, that's it. All right, lunch break. I was so hungry anyway. That's a good time. Okay, good solid progress. Now we got about 1.5 hours lunch break, 1 hour and 20 minutes. Now it detected here. Before it didn't detect. Let me try NCU-G. Uh, we can update those tools. Or we'll go on after the break. Thank you. Bye bye. Let's end the stream here then.